Music Authority hits.
Right. St. Lucia's latest radio drama.
This man is making me crazy. I cannot deal with this.
We're bien fait. Right.
I just can't with all of these responsibilities.
Every Monday.
I hear the truth. And you perpetuating them kind of nastiness.
St. Lucia's latest hot radio drama.
Hello, sir. Hello. Good evening, and welcome to another episode of I Write right here on Hitz FM, the Maximum Music Authority. And of course, we are going to be listening to episode 12 tonight. That's right, episode 12 tonight. You all heard episode 11, and you heard all the roro that was happening in episode 11. Well, I'm telling you, episode 12 just might have a little bit more, and it's going to be a little bit more exciting. Of course, when the time comes, the numbers to call to make your contributions will be 458-2488. That's right, the number to call will be 458-2488. And of course, you could also WhatsApp 489-4781. That's right, 489-4781. I'm giving you the numbers again. 458-2488, 489-4781. That's the WhatsApp. You could either call or you can make and give your messages. And tonight, that's right, tonight we have a special. We have somebody. We have a guest. Yeah. What do you say? What? You have a book. You have to what? Oh, yes, this book. What? I can't understand what you're saying, but don't worry. Episode 12 coming up right now.
Previously on I Write.
I see them people not seeing how man have to scrimp to feed his family. I don't want to run and leave me there because she's feeling violated. That's what they want me to do. Steal, beg, kill. Huh? That's what they want.
Cynthia, don't let me get screw on you. You don't tell your backside catching on fire, huh?
No, girl, I just trying to understand how your father hates so much and he have one under his roof. Paradoxical.
So, these days you feel your back, huh? You interrupting me when I speak.
I did not interrupt you. I was only saying you just get out of control sometimes. Like you cannot control your temper.
So she's here as we speak. At my house, and you making me believe it's somebody else you renting via Beton yet, and all this time you have me here wasting my time.
Hey, are you home already? How was the job?
Nah.
Evan, I asked you a question. You're not hearing me?
Oh, I'm so sorry, dear. I have my headphones on. What did you say?
Your day, your work. How was it?
Work?
Yes, Evan, work. You told me that you were sure to find a job.
Louise, I never told you so.
Evan, you said that once you had visited that human resource place, you would have found a job right away.
Louise, that is not the same as I have a job. And the people told me that they were going to be working on something for me.
So wait. When you told me you had a job, it was just you hoping to get a job even before you had the meeting?
But the people at the hotel told me...
Evan, just stop it. Just stop. I cannot tolerate any more of your lies.
Lies? Louise, I lied to you, Yetta. I was being hopeful and believed in what I was told.
Believe, boy. You see how far belief has taken us? No car, no cable, no marriage.
So, what you saying? You saying you want out?
I did not say that.
But you just said.
I know what I said.
And you're giving me attitude too.
Evan, we have been through this before. I don't want to stress myself out with...
So now I'm just stressing you out.
Evan, it's not like that. Don't push everything back on me. You are the one without the job.
I'm trying, Louise. I'm trying. What more do you want?
Maybe you are not trying hard enough.
Well, maybe you should be the man and I the woman.
You speak well, because you're doing a better woman's job than me. Where's Trudy? Where is she? Huh?
But you know where Trudy is. Why are you asking me?
So you mean to tell me you home playing video games and you left your daughter by your parents doing what?
Well, she's your daughter too. So the same way I could get her, you could pick her up too.
So you tell me that after I come from a hard day's work, I must go all the way back down the road to pick up Trudy with all the bags I carry in there, and you're home like a little boy playing video games?
So now you have a problem with how I spend my free time.
Evan, free time? Where you get the... Evan, it's been over 2 months since you have been home playing your video games, acting as if you're actually looking for a job.
Acting, Louise? That's what you see to tell me? After trying so hard to help out, that's what you see to say about my efforts. Louise, well, if that's how you see me as your husband...
Evan,
Don't Evan me. If you cannot respect me as your husband and treat me right, Louise, I don't think we can keep this relationship up.
What are you saying, Evan?
So, now you're not understanding me.
Evan, we are having a discussion. Sparks will fly.
Louise, sparks have been flying ever since I lost my job. You have not treated me the same. You have not loved me the same. You have lost all respect for me. You even shouting after me in front of Trudy.
You know that's not true, Evan. And I've respected you and continue to, even though you are presently jobless. I'm just angry that nothing seems to be happening and you seem unperturbed as if everything is hunky-dory.
Louise, you calling me little boy, you emasculating me, you making me feel stupid, like I don't care, like I am uninterested in my own family. Louise, you think it easy to be out of a job, waiting, trying, and see nothing happening?
I know
you
what
think
it's like, but...
easy, huh? Louise, I cannot do this. I cannot do this. I think we should split.
Daddy?
I've considered myself a reasonable human being long enough by having Cynthia Papi show my whole life. And now you show up in my house?
Daddy, hello, how you doing?
Don't put your filthy hands on me. You...
But Daddy...
I am not your flipping father!
Please, Daddy, you don't treat me like that. Like I have some kind of infectious disease. I am who I am. It's not my fault.
Not your fault? Not your fault? Then whose is it, huh?
Daddy, just listen.
Whose is it? Huh? I worked my tailbone off to raise you all right.
Daddy, I know.
And your mother did not burst her backside for 9 long, hard months to kick out her zamias and her veer and hear this.
Daddy, stop! Stop saying that! Stop saying these things!
It's a girl. A girl, the doctor say. Then a boy. After the girl. Twins. But a girl with a vagina and a womb.
Daddy, listen to me.
Is what the doctor say. The boy, your brother, Evan, came right after you, holding your heel. If I had known then what you would have been today, I would have bought you. They should have just leave you in the hospital.
Stop it! Lincoln, stop now! You don't see it's Margie you talking? It's me you talking to, if that they're your daughter.
What foolish are you telling me now? Huh? I don't know who you are. You think I'm stupid? What you doing in my house?
But Daddy, this is my house too.
I knew you were here. Your mother, I will fix that woman. Try to lie to me and tell me if for a stranger she renting the place. Like I have a big stupid tattoo across my face.
But Daddy, you are the reason for all this desagüement. You are the cause of all this conflict in our home.
What?
Daddy, don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. You think I was not seeing the way you're treating my mother? Huh? Your own wife?
What I do your mother? What I do your mother? Plus, whatever happened between me and your mother is none of your flipping business.
Yes, none of my business. How you think I felt every time Mommy had to run to my room and close the door because of all the gun boots you were giving her?
But you don't know nothing about what you're saying there.
Putting the gun by your face and all? Huh? Or all the hard slaps each time. I used to hear you all. Mommy thought I was sleeping, but she used to come and soak my pillow with her tears.
Your mother was a dear mama son. a jamette, and all the boys in the area was running after her.
And how was that her fault? If she was pretty, she pretty, so what? So you have to blame her for that?
Belty Shabin, my foot!
But Daddy, that did not mean anything. The fellas knew you were police and you carried your guns. They would never come close to Mommy. They could only speak with their mouths, and is Mommy you taking on? That's how you see you're a madman.
In my house, you calling me a madman? Child, but
the people don't talk with their mouth, Daddy.
All I know is... hold on. When I look at it, none of y'all are my children.
What?
Y'all ain't nothing. Y'all ain't take nothing from me.
Daddy, what you say?
When I check y'all, because they tell me all is mine. But
where, Daddy? That's what you're saying there?
Nobody are thinking like me. You're not even looking like me. Not one of y'all take after me.
I cannot believe that.
Wait. Come to think of it. All of y'all must be voting. Voting Paka Kote.
Listen to yourself, Daddy. You are dead wrong about Mommy. Wrong? Your own wife, you are wrong.
Wrong? Me wrong? I'm never wrong. As a matter of fact, only me and God that right. My BFF.
Daddy, you have said some very hurtful things, and I am your daughter. This is me, Eve.
You're not my child. What? you never was.
Daddy, what?
And never will be.
Daddy, what you saying there?
I want you take all your cautioning,
Daddy,
out of my house.
Daddy, what happened to you?
My chest.
Daddy, I think you're getting a heart attack. Daddy,
don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Can I get one vodka cran?
On the rocks or straight?
Straight.
I noticed you dancing with all the felines on the floor. You're a great dancer.
You were Marcoing me, man.
Nah, you're making me jealous.
All you had to do, dearie, was just ask.
Nope, just observing.
By the way, my name is Carla.
Hi, I'm Keena, and I will be your bartender for the evening.
Well, you are a headliner, aren't you?
You're not from around here, are you? I don't think I've ever seen your face before.
Well, yep.
Wait, are you from?
I am just visiting a friend, and she used to mention this place a lot. I just thought I would go for a walk and check it out.
Oh, okay. So, where's your friend?
At work.
Would I know her?
I'm not sure, but the thing that struck me is that she said the place was swinging.
And what do you think?
Girl, all I can tell you is she did not lie. The place is lit.
Thanks.
What's eating you? I just told you your place is lit. That's the answer I getting? Lame.
Jessel, how is Mia?
Yeah, I'm normally very good at reading people's minds and reaching into their souls.
Oh Lord, we have a psychic. When was Jasmine?
No, seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine one day I saw something on a woman's face one time. I could tell she was missing somebody or somewhere. I didn't even get the chance to talk to her to find out. I only overheard her chatting on the phone, and I knew it right away.
Well then, tell me what's on my mind, Madam Cleo.
Nah, it's not like that. Just a little gift from above.
No, but you say you're psychic.
From looking at you, you have some issues.
No. Issues? Everybody has issues, Scholar.
Yes, but you have deep concerns about home. Mother, father?
Huh?
Yeah, your mother.
Girl, you are good.
Yeah, I know about these things. I myself am a witness, girl.
Amen.
So what's your beef?
Well, actually, it's my mom.
Uh-huh.
I just don't understand why women choose to stay in abusive relationships.
Girl, it's a vicious cycle.
What do you mean?
Well, if the mother was abused, the daughter will be abused because she could have seen the father's actions and the mother's responses and think the behavior is acceptable. That is if no action was ever taken.
Let's see a whole encyclopedia. Wait. So you're suggesting that Matoto was abused by Gramps?
Who is Matoto?
Sorry, my mind was so far. My grandmother.
Oh, well, it's possible.
Oh, wow. I don't think so, do you?
Well, girl, are you sure?
To be honest, I've never even thought about that.
Are they still alive?
Well, Grand's Toto died when I was a little girl. I don't even remember much, but I can't find out.
Anyway, it's like this. You cage a fowl for a very long time, keep it in there, feed it, beat it, torture it. Then believe you me, the day you open the cage to set it free, it will remain there and never come out.
Wow. Wow. Wait, but... Mommy, Daddy...
Kina?
Matoto...
Kina?
Steven... What if she's...
Kina!
Oh, Kala, sorry. Actually just saw my sister-in-law walking. I wonder what she's doing here. Anyway, let me find out. Louise! Yes, come.
Hey, Kina.
Louise, what's up? I haven't seen you in this place for so long.
Well, you know, I needed a place to clear my head.
How is the family and all?
Well, you know the job situation with Evan and other things on top of that.
So you're here to clear your mind and have a good time.
Girl, you have no idea.
Hey, so sorry, where's my manners? Louise, this is Carla. Louise, my sister-in-law.
Pleased to meet you, Carla.
The pleasure is all mine, Louise.
So Lou, what you having today?
It's okay, Kina. I'm actually meeting someone. Your sister.
Eve?
Yeah.
Eve is coming here?
Eve?
Oh, wow.
Eve? To me, I know that name.
Well, yeah, she's very popular, beautiful girl. She's a wonderful person. I think it'd be great if you meet her.
Hey, fellas.
Oh, hi, Owen. What's up?
Nothing much. How you doing, Al?
I am dynamite, Owen.
Really? Really, man? How are you doing?
Really, Owen? I am fine. I just got a bruise on my little pinky finger.
God damn well, Al. I'm being serious, man. Anyways, I came here to apologize.
Apologize? For what, oh?
No, seriously. I want to apologize for Lincoln's behavior. I mean, it really becoming... that's nonsense. How...
Oh, that is not necessary. Really?
How do you do that, Al?
Do what?
I mean, how you can actually remain calm in all this...
Mayhem, confusion, hypocrisy.
Yeah, that.
Well, let me tell you, Mr. Thierry, I have been through pretty much in my life to know which battles to fight and how and when. Lincoln is a toothless dog, all bark, no bite.
So you saying the way Lincoln behaving not affecting you?
Well, I mean, it was a harsh and thing, but let me tell you this. I let his words roll off my back like water off a duck's back, and get that right.
Wow. You're a real strong person then, Al.
Strong? Strong? Listen, Owen, from the time I knew myself, I was always this way.
Gosh. Okay, boss man. Okay.
As I told you before, from the time I was like a little boy, people used to call me Girly, Malmama, and other bad names. And you know the thing is, I did not know what it meant, so I would always ask my mother.
And what would she say?
You think she would hug me and console me? But all what she did was push me aside like I was the worst thing around.
Wow. Okay, Al. I didn't know.
Nah, it's okay. It's okay. But the sad thing is, she would say, "Man up, child, you behaving like a girl."
Your own mother?
Yes, and that used to deeply burn me, you know.
Oh, man, I can only imagine.
So you see, that is why when Lincoln doing his papi show, I'm not afraid to tell him what time of day it is. It's my be effect.
Yeah, Al, but you must also try to stand up for yourself against those fellas. The ones that try and hunt you down. You know?
Oh yes, what a hot show. What a hot episode this evening. And of course, again, I'm going to give you the number so that you could call, make your contribution. Of course, you could WhatsApp also. The number to call right here in the studio is 458-2488. And of course, you could WhatsApp us at 489-4781. That's 489-4781. And of course, you could also call on the WhatsApp number. And of course, you could check us out on Facebook at www. It's Facebook, Caribbean Hitz FM. Yes, and of course you could make your comments and stuff and so on. With me this evening, though, I have a very special guest in studio this evening. She's joining me tonight. Her name is Miss. Is it Miss or Mistress? Miss Della Ashby. She's the programs officer of PCI Media, and those PCI Media is the producer of the I Write program. I want to say good evening to you. Good evening, my dear. How are you doing?
Good evening, and I'm good. Thank you very much.
All right. Now, I'm going to dive straight into this because this show was hot tonight. And funny, but earlier today I was there talking to somebody at the workplace about something that kind of happened. Funny, I didn't listen to the program yet, but it's interesting. But let's start with Louise and Evan. So after Evan goes down to he goes down to the labor department and he throws a tantrum because he's not getting through and he still doesn't have a job. He comes home and he's sitting down there playing video games. Now that's funny. You sit down there playing video games knowing that your wife is already irate about you not having a job. So you're going to sit down in the house. I'm looking at it from that point of view first. You sit down in the house and your wife come and catch you playing video games. You just sit down in the house there. I mean, what do you expect? You know, after the lady see you there, the lady start getting on. The lady start asking you questions. What was the job and so on. And you're trying to brush her off in a way where, well, I didn't tell you I have a job. But I tell you I was going to look for one. You know, it's you that say that I have a job. And she said, but wait. So you go down there, you tell me you have a job. And you're going down there knowing that you didn't have a job just because you feel you're going to get one? No. I mean, you're messing around with your wife. I mean, me in the wife place, I was getting vexed too. I was getting vexed because it's almost as if, to her, you lied to the woman, saying you have a job. And she's all excited. Oh boy, well, he's going to get a job. The pressure is going to be off her. Remember, for 2 months, the man sitting down in the house here working. And all the bills, all the food, everything is on the lady. You know, you come home, you meeting your husband, sit down there playing video games, huh? And then you're talking to him now, and he want to give you attitude, huh? What kind of thing is that?
So can I play devil's advocate?
But of course, yes, play devil's advocate, darling.
It's 2 months, Roger.
2 months. There are persons who have been out of a job for years. And he's been out of a job for 2 months. And I quite understand and accept that, you know, in that time, things can take a real serious nosedive. Bills can pile up. And whatever life you were accustomed to, you would have lost that.
Yes.
But I kind of feel for Evan. It's not like he's not trying. You heard in the previous episode, he was breakdown and, you know, really you saw what it was doing to him, not being able to provide for his family, and the fact that Louise was putting so much pressure on him. So, you know, it was a challenge for him. And
he is really trying to make an effort and he's really trying. But I can also feel for Louise at the same time that, you know, she was accustomed to a certain kind of a life, a husband that provided for her. And now she has to carry the load and provide all of the bills. Her daughter is not going to school. Her little car she was driving, she doesn't have it anymore. And, you know, I figured that would be the challenge. And, yes, so, you know, I can feel for both of them, it's a very, very ticklish situation. And unfortunately, in our society, we have a lot of families who are being faced with that similar situation.
Yes, but let me play a little devil's advocate on that one too, because what happened to for better and for worse?
Well,
where to me, that is out the door where Louise is concerned, you know. From what I'm hearing, it seems that Louise don't want to hear you don't have a job. 2 months, you're not working. I didn't get into this for worse. I got to do it for better. Where is the better?
but he is trying to get the better. He is. When if you follow the story and you look at it, he really is trying to get the better. And maybe the video game is just a way of him to release some of that stress and frustration.
Now,
that
I agree with you there,
with.
because if it was me, and I would try to get my mind off of the stress and pressure, because you can't function properly when you're under stress and pressure. And you need to find something to help you refocus and to kind of redirection your thought process, your planning, your this, your that. She come home, she see the man playing video games, she thinking it's a joke. She start getting on. To the point where he start getting vexed. The man say, every time you does the papi showing me, you quarreling with me in front of the children. For the last 2 months, you have not loved me the way that you used to love. 2 months? 2 months, people. 2 months, you know. The man I walk in. And the woman on his case had. I cannot take this anymore. What? 2 months? When you went down the aisle with the man and you said, I do for better or for worse.
Yeah, maybe she didn't plan on eating pap for dinner. Remember in a previous episode that she made, she maybe didn't plan on having that. She
didn't want to eat
she
flour pap.
forecasted a certain kind of.
She didn't want the flour pap.
And I think part of the frustration is that they cannot really pinpoint why he lost his job, and so that is causing additional frustration.
I believe so. I
you
believe
know,
so
because
too.
the people at work they're not saying anything. Labor department can't tell him anything. And so, you know, it's adding to the frustration, not understanding why he lost his job.
Now, you know, we have a call already. Somebody already wants to comment. Hold on. Good evening. You are live. Good evening. Hello.
Hello. Good night.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Okay.
Hi, Della.
Hi.
How are you, Della?
I'm fine, thank you.
I'll let you know after the show who's that.
Okay then.
So,
yes, darling. Your take on the situation.
I heard y'all speaking about how you're feeling sorry for Evans and how you're feeling sorry for Louise. Now I'm feeling sorry for Louise. Evans, not so much.
Why?
Let me tell you, Evans lied. Last week, Evans said he had a job. Evans said he had a job. Evans said he go down to Labor Department and he went and check on the other job because he lost it and whatever. But Evans lied. Evans said he had a job. He reassured Louise that he had a job because Louise was telling Eve, you know, she was excited because she told Eve, you know, Evans have a job and whatever. But he lied. And now he coming into the house and he telling Louise he never told her he had a job. Right now, one time he playing Slick Nick.
Well,
he playing Slick Nick. Trying to change his tongue around, telling Louise that he doesn't have a job.
Well, I would agree with you. Darling, I would agree with you there. I would agree with you that he should not have lied to her and said that he said, look, man, I'm going to try to look for one because, you know, I mean, he had already, both of them already know, they don't even know why. They don't even know why he lost his job in the first place. Okay? So probably what he should have done was tell her the truth in the first place.
Yes, but you know, he was probably trying to get something he was not getting out of us. So, you know, just to reassure her, make her think, you know, like, okay, everything is okay for him to get month, he told her that he got a job.
So,
because,
okay, so let me ask you, will you hold it against him so much that, okay, he wanted to, ease her mind and say, look, let me tell you something. Don't worry about it. Everything is going to be all right. I'm on the ball. I'm trying, in some way he just wanted to ease her mind.
It will only cure for it will only cure for a little while, because when she will find out that he lied, it will be another ball game. It will be twice as bad as the first time. You should have just told her the truth one time.
Well, he did. Well, she did find out.
But let me ask you,
but
Paula.
now he's telling me.
And like I say, I'm playing devil's advocate on this one. We human, and Louise has been putting a lot of pressure on Evan, and so maybe in that moment he made that little, wrong judgment call that, if just maybe if we say he have a job lined up and something is gonna happen in a couple days, that just maybe should have eased up the pressure just a little bit. We understand that it was not the right thing for him to do, and maybe he should have manned up and be honest about it. But can we look at it from that perspective?
Yes, we can, and I agree with Della. But when Louise will find out that yes, everything will be okay, because he tried to reassure her and everything. But when Louise will find out that he lied anyways, it will not make a difference. It will just bring more resentment, more frustration. Because why would you lie? You wanted to lie, probably you wanted sex, so you tell Louise, well, hey, I get a job, and Louise will give him a fasting, and but at the end of the day, he still lies.
Well, that's the politics of relationships.
Well, of course, yes.
We have to look at it from that perspective.
Yes.
That's the politics of relationship, and it's the better politician in relationship.
Does that make it right? Does that make it right?
I'm not saying that it makes it right. It certainly does not make it right, but you feeling a little frisky, you will clean up the house, you cook a dinner, you do certain things, maybe tell a little lie, a little white lie, so that
But let me a big lie.
But let me throw my little 2 pieces. Let me throw my
understood and accepted. Yes.
Let me throw my 2 cents in. So you wouldn't lie?
Pardon?
Wouldn't you lie? I mean, if you wanted to get your thing.
Lie for what?
No, but listen. You just finished said that he probably wanted to get his little thing on her side. He was feeling, frisky, and he wanted to get his little thing. If the shoe was on the other foot, wouldn't you lie too?
I would lie say I have a job, and then I don't have no job.
So how would you lie then?
I wouldn't lie. I would.
Okay, but now it gets to a point. Now look now it gets to a point where he thinks that she is belittling him, and all she can do is just nag at him and attack him and attack him and attack him.
There was a time I think she called him dog or something, or she called him, or she told him that you was worse than a dog or something like that. She said, well,
actually, she told him that like the dogs are making more of a contribution than he is.
Yes.
Right.
Something like that. Yes.
So yes, she did. She disrespected him.
Exactly, but she's disrespected him again too. If you shouted behind me in front of the children, you shouted behind him. You're not calling him on the side and speaking to him and trying to, give him the strength so that he can, sometimes it's 2 people that have to come together as one, so that help him, point him in that direction, help him. No, you're just calling him names. You're giving him how much pressure and stress. You don't want to give him the little thing at night. All that, Hold on, we have a caller coming. You want to hold the line?
Yes, I'll hold on.
Okay. Oh, okay. That person's gone. Sorry about that. Yes. Okay. So that has now led to him saying, "Look, you know something? Let me just finish with that."
But we can also see.
Everyone say that. Let us finish it. Like Louis will care.
But we need, but
well.
After you
looking at
after you're not contributing, not doing nothing, you saying let's finish it that as if like like that will make a difference or anything.
Well,
but Paul, I want you to look at it from this perspective.
And then he's not even contributing. Hold on.
Yes, Cole, I understand you, but hold on.
I want you to look at it from this perspective. Like we said a few minutes ago about the politics of relationships, and
look at Evan's father, and we can see that if this situation continues at the rate that it is going, where it could possibly go, in that moment, in his frustration, he asked for a split. Maybe he was being more responsible than a lot of other persons would be, because that situation could have gotten very ugly very, very quickly.
That's very
Luis
true.
could have ended up in the hospital. Evan could have ended up in the hospital. The
Or
house
jail.
could have ended up in a
Or
whole
jail.
mess.
Or jail.
So all of these
started
things,
raising his voice.
right? All of these things are things that we look at, and then in understanding the context of respecting each other and respecting each other's
Exactly.
rights.
That's right.
Maybe him getting to the point and saying, you know what, I think we need to take a step away from each other was the better thing to do.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're moving on to the other one. If you want to hold the line, we're moving on to the other one with Lincoln finding Eve at his house.
Well,
Huh? Lincoln come home.
I have no comment to Link. I have no comment.
You don't want to say anything on Lincoln.
Lincoln said.
Tout moun pe
Lincoln
Lincoln.
said. The only thing I want to say at the ending, he almost get a heart attack and he telling Eve not to touch me. He shouting not to touch me. Well, Lincoln, if you want to die, you don't want to touch you, I don't want to touch you.
I think
Lincoln don't want the girl to touch her because
because of her
I can't
preference,
do this, Lincoln.
because of
I cannot do it because of
her choices, her choice.
Because of her choices and
Yeah, but you see, what he needs to do, what he needs to understand is that whether or not she chooses to go down that line, he is still her father. She is still his daughter. And I don't think he wants to recognize that anymore. It's almost as if, like, you know, he has this thing against people of a different sexual preference or orientation, and he's holding on to it. And now he's starting to blame his wife. He's putting his wife in it too. It's almost as if he can't understand that his daughter has chosen that, or chosen that kind of lifestyle. That's what she wants to do. Okay? He is so, caught up in that. I don't know. I don't want to call it hate. I don't want to call it just hate. It's more than just hate. It goes deeper than that. Because if you listen to Lincoln, you cannot convince him otherwise. There is no way you're going to convince him. To the point where his daughter is there with him. He's not recognizing his own child. He is at the point of a heart attack, and he's telling his child, "Don't touch me."
This is the sense of humor of karma. And in the recap, we heard Louise laughing and saying that to Eve.
Yeah.
He dislikes persons of certain sexual orientation so much that he has a child who is of that orientation.
Okay, we have a call coming in. Hello, good evening. You're on the air.
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you doing?
I'm cool. Yeah, I'm listening to the little discussion,
Mm-hmm.
Relationship become complicated, very, very complicated.
Okay.
And I think that it become complicated is we make it complicated. Because, my grandmother always telling me, son, love the person that love you. Do not love the person that won't love you. Because you are in a lot of trouble. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
Because, when you fall in love with a person that loves you, she will be able to compromise.
Okay.
There is no compromise because she had never loved you in the first place.
Let me answer a question, sir. Do you think Lincoln can compromise with either his daughter or his wife at this point?
He could compromise if there is true love.
If there is true love?
Yeah.
So you're saying that his daughter and his wife should love him more. Is that what you're saying?
Well, who loved them more?
But don't you think Lincoln should probably look past? He should take on that love and probably give back that very same love to his daughter or his wife.
But let me ask the caller. Caller, do you think that Lincoln loves his daughter?
Well, I don't think so.
How are you so sure? What makes you think that he doesn't
love
his daughter?
What's wrong with the daughter?
Well, you see, okay, this is the situation. Lincoln's daughter Eve, okay, does not like men. She likes women.
Oh. Oh.
You understand? And Lincoln is having trouble dealing with that.
Oh.
It's like he cannot make a child that will do that.
Uh-huh.
Or that is like that. He cannot understand it. He cannot deal with it.
Let
And
us
now
make-
he's blaming everybody for
Let me
the
tell you,
for the
let me tell you.
Kalmaja.
Let me tell you, I'm a referee now.
Okay.
I'm a referee.
Mm.
I'll put that straight. It's just like, you know, you actually, your wife give birth to a gogo, right?
Okay.
Now you don't consider the gogo as your child.
Wow.
You know, because we feel a gogo, who wants a gogo? Well, when you look at it, the man feel, well, he have a womb, his daughter is gay, huh?
Yes.
And he find that that's not his daughter.
That's what he's saying.
And so
He cannot understand it. He cannot deal with that fact.
and he's not proud of having a gay daughter. Who will be proud to have a gay daughter?
I would.
Huh?
I probably. You see, love doesn't play. Love is supposed to be encompassing. Love does not keep a record of wrongs. Love does not do that. You're supposed to love whether or not.
Love discriminate.
I don't understand that one, but how can love discriminate?
Paula, can you explain that a little bit, please?
Yes, you need to explain that.
Can you explain how love discriminates?
Well, if I have a son that is a vagrant, and I have one that's a doctor, which one I'll be proud of?
No, but caller, you're supposed to love your children equally. It
Exactly.
doesn't matter
Because
whether one is successful or not.
Is a doctor. Who will introduce my son, the vagrant?
Yeah, but it is still your son at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Whether you introduce him as your son or not, it does not change the fact that he is your son. The same way Eve being gay does not change the fact that she's Lincoln's daughter.
Well, as you know, that is the harsh reality people cannot deal with. You know, as though you feel, well, it is not mine. It's not my daughter. How could I have a gay daughter? You know, and sometimes they need help too.
But
They
Paula,
feel
let
that
me
they
ask
find no
you.
love.
Let me ask you, if you, I don't know if you're a parent, but if you are, and one of your children came to you and said that they're gay, what would be your response? If I can put you on the spot and ask you that.
Well, I will help them.
You would help them?
Yeah, I will help them. Tell them, I know that you're gay, but it's better to be a gay than to be a criminal. You understand what I mean? Because you know what I mean, huh? Better to have a gay than someone who put you in a lot of trouble. You know what I mean?
I want to agree to some degree there, but I don't think.
Well, I'm just playing devil.
I can understand you playing devil's advocate, but
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, that is your child, okay? Whether or not you want to you will look at it any way, which way you want to look at it. That is your child.
You don't think sometimes
that's your flesh and blood.
You don't think sometimes when they don't get the love, sometimes they commit suicide?
Who's
they
that?
don't get the love from the father.
Well,
society reject them. They're rejected by society. They're rejected by the father. They feel.
Well, frankly, caller, we have had some of those situations
Exactly.
where
Yes.
persons, because of discrimination, because of rejection, because of not having support of the persons that they would really like that support from, they go down that road and commit suicide. We had a young boy in Denver who just did that earlier this year, and that is a very, very challenging situation
Because
that
they
we
didn't make
face as a
themselves-
community.
They didn't make themselves, and it is not a choice. It is their nature,
All right.
Anyway, have a great night.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Okay, the numbers, don't forget the numbers to call, 458-2488. That's our landline. And of course, you could WhatsApp or call 489-4781. That's our WhatsApp number, 489-4781 or 458-2488. I just have to put my two piece there with Lincoln. And, I think he's just consumed consumed with, I don't know, hatred towards, people of that sexual preference or orientation, that he's now projecting it on his daughter, and it has gotten to the point where he's now blaming everybody else in his family, or blaming his wife now, for he's saying that his wife has cheated on him. That cannot be his children. He's so, irate and frantic and in denial, and not wanting to accept so much.
But unfortunately, that too is a reality of our society.
That is
and a
true.
reality
That is
of
so
our
very
communities. We know of persons who have been put out of their homes because they of a certain sexual orientation, and their parents or their families cannot deal with it. So it's a reality that we have to face with. And also back to the reason for I write, it is still part of the discrimination that we have to talk about, and that we have to look at, and that we have to come to terms with.
That's right. I mean, we all have to live under that same umbrella. Let me tell you, when the rain falls, it's falling on each and every one of us. We have to respect each other. I think that's where it is. I think that's what it is. If you cannot respect somebody's choice and the way that they want to live,
let me give you a very interesting phenomena that my colleague and I noticed last week. We had a lot of rain last week, right?
Yes.
In my vehicle right now, if you go into my vehicle, you will see an umbrella. It's a rainbow umbrella. And when you walk around town, you see so many people with rainbow umbrellas. And we sat in our office and we said, we wonder if all of those persons who have those umbrellas really understand what the rainbow stands for. And, just having the umbrella, what it can suggest that they are supporting, when in truth and in fact, they don't.
Well, I mean, I walk around. I have a rainbow umbrella. I do have one. I go. It's at work right now. No rain. I didn't have to take it home. I think and I'm going to say it very open here right now. I have a lot of gay friends, and I don't discriminate against them. They're my friends. We sit down, we have a drink, we talk. The fellas want to talk about their thing, the girls want to talk about their thing. We talk. We're friends. We just know where we stand. That's all. And I accept you as you are because that's what you want to do.
Here's another interesting phenomena. If I go to a bar, I sit at a bar alone, a gentleman would come up, start up a conversation, offer me a drink, and would have hopes that it would go further than just the bar.
Okay.
Why can't a lady come up to me the same way? Everybody says, just as long as you don't bring it to me. But if a man could come, a man sees that I look good and wants to chat me, why can't a lady come up to me and want to chat me? It's up to me if I decide I want to be chatted.
That's right.
But it's the law of attraction.
Okay, we have another call. Good evening. You are on the air.
Well, good evening, sir. How are you doing?
I am nice, great, wonderful, blessed, and all the rest. And you, sir?
Man, that's positive like on 110.
Oh, yeah, always.
Always. Now, I just want to say something. I know nothing about Lincoln and all the love that Lincoln has for his family and the predicament he finds himself in. But I call in the greetings of love tonight.
Okay.
Because two of St. Lucia's most loved people, representatives, you're talking about Laverne Spencer and Albert Reynolds. And forgive me if I steal a little time on your show.
Yes.
To remind people that these two athletes in Lucia's are actually sportsmen and sportswomen of the year.
Okay.
They are going out to Doha, Qatar to represent St. Lucia in the IWF World Championships.
Yeah,
and that runs from Friday, September 27th until October 6th. Now, that's 10 days of track and field action. And, of course, Laverne will be representing St. Lucia in the high jump. And, she's been on an incredible 10-month tear. 3 gold medals at 3 of the biggest events in the world. The Commonwealth Games, the CAC Games, CAC Championships, and most recently the Pan Am Games. And, of course, we have Albert Reynolds, who just won a bronze medal at the Pan Am Games in Lima, Peru. These two are heading out to represent St. Lucia. And, there's one St. Lucian station with a friend of Hitz FM, Winners TV.
Yeah, we know
They'll
that.
be showing the IWF World Championships live.
I am still going to ask you about Lincoln.
That's what I was coming to tell the caller. Since you have stolen some time from our show, can we put you on the spot now and ask you a question? And my question is, we have this thing. If you never seen with a man or you never seen with a woman, people automatically put you in a certain bracket, right? So, in your opinion, you call in and you're talking about Laverne Spencer and Albert Reynolds and how good they're doing. If tomorrow, I'm not, and this is not me saying that they are, I'm just saying something like that comes up about our, sports persons who are achieving, do you think St. Lucians would still support them the way that they supported them now?
When you say something like that, what do you mean?
Well, we're talking.
We're just having,
we're just having a
conversation.
If
it were to come up that somebody that we hold in such high esteem, it is said that it comes out that person admits, and I'm not saying it's any one of them, but anybody that we hold in high esteem admits openly that they of a certain sexual orientation or they belong to the LGBTQ community. Do you think we would still support them?
Here's what I'll say simply put. We are humans, we're not gods. People are fallible. So you have to know that from the onset. So once you understand that, there's nothing that could surprise you about life and failures as we as human beings. So you may be disappointed, but it's part of the course of life. Anything can happen. So who are we to put our expectations on people? That's a simple way I look at life. And,
I suspect you have plans on being a politician.
You'll be positive. You understand? It's a simple way. But back to the positivity of Laverne and Albert.
Yeah, yes.
I know for sure Lincoln will be at his home watching during them 10 days.
Let's hope he recovers.
Action and track and field action.
Yeah, let us hope Lincoln.
Athletes to over 200 countries. And Lincoln will be there, Laverne will be there, Albert will be there, and the rest of St. Lucia and Hitz FM should be there.
Let us hope Lincoln recovers and Eve is right there by his side.
Boy, I don't even know so much about that story you're talking about there.
Well, you need to listen every Monday, caller.
I don't care what Lincoln doing. As far as I know, he should be watching Winners TV, and I'm happy.
Yes, Chief. You have a wonderful evening, sir.
All right, then thank you for giving me these few minutes. I appreciate you.
No problem. All right.
Okay.
Okay, so, wow, the calls are coming in. Good evening. You are on the air. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm enjoying your program, huh?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I could remember 10 years ago, I was in St. Vincent, huh? Listen.
I'm listening.
My guy, I love to shop, I love to shop. Then, while shopping, a gentleman said, "Hi, you look so beautiful." I take it as a compliment, huh? But to some guys, they would take it as an insult. They would get mad. They'll give you 2 slaps. But I said, yeah, man, I'm a good-looking man for sure,
No, but if the ladies could compliment each other, why can't the guys?
But why men are so violent when a man compliment them? Huh?
So that is a question for the gentlemen
I
who
don't
are violent.
understand. No wonder men don't like to compliment men, because they think that you're up to something.
I see.
You understand what I mean? So I take it as a compliment, but realize that he was a gay,
Okay, then.
He was a gay, anyway. But I actually, my head is like a clock, I on like a clock. So I tell him, something. I can't really talk too much because I'm not, my belly's empty, I can't talk too much. He tell me you would like to go to have a lunch? I say, yeah. So he take me to have a lunch, and we had lunch, we had drink, When I well eat, I well full up my stomach, I well drink. I told him, something, someone is calling me, I had to go and attend to that person, I'll see you another day. I don't think he ever see me again,
Yeah, but I don't think it. I don't think that you handle it bad, but I don't think you handle it too well.
It shows you, huh? It shows you, I am very on,
Yeah, I understand that. I understand.
Because some young men would get really offended for another man to compliment them. They will even try to strike, So I think people, that's why they say man smart, but woman smarter. Now, no wonder women survive more than man. In this harsh world, women survive faster than men. You know that, huh?
Okay.
Because men they don't. I don't know what happened to them. Anyway, have a great night.
You too, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, so I think we should move on from Lincoln because while I sympathize with him, and of course, my heart goes off.
Really?
I sympathize with Lincoln in a way because I feel a little sorry for him. Why? Because his daughter doesn't hate him. I think his daughter, kind of put it to him that you're the one, messing around. I'm here. I'm there with you. And even in all the when she was accusing him or throwing it at him that I saw what you did to my mother, and as a policeman you should have known better. And you were giving my mother the gun butt, and it's in my room she used to run, and it's on my pillow. She used to wet down my pillow. I can't even well sleep at night. Okay, even when he fell sick, Eve was right there by his side. She didn't say, well, I could just leave you there and go on to my business. She stayed by his side. So I feel sorry for him that he cannot recognize that he cannot recognize his daughter. He's seeing something else. He's not seeing his daughter. And I feel sorry for it.
Understood?
Yes, I feel sorry for him. Now, the other one is a little bit puzzling. I'm trying to figure out the color and the Keener thing. Okay? Carla seems look to me like she's a gade. I can't really put my finger on that. I'm going to need a little help here.
Well, if you're waiting for spoilers from me,
I'll have to
listen
to the next
episode,
one. Yes, I'll have to listen to the next. I'll have to listen to that. I must admit that one slipped me. But it seems to me that she's kind of interested in Louise. I don't know. Pleasure to meet you, and the way that and that kind of thing. I don't know. I'm just saying.
So okay, let's look at it in another way. You have a guy and two beautiful women. I just met you. You just met one, and you're introduced to another one. How would he respond?
Of course, respond probably in the same way. Yeah, pleasure to make your acquaintance. And
exactly.
But before, Carla is already looking at somebody and saying, "Look, I know what's going on with you there." That is what was kind of getting me about. It's not bothering me, but I'm kind of wanting to hear a little bit more about Carla and why she can just look at somebody and say.
But is it not? Is it not possible for you to look at somebody and be able to identify a similar situation that you already dealt with in somebody else?
Yes,
it could be that.
Yes, so that's why I'm saying I'm waiting for it to unfold. I may be there, but I'm waiting for it.
Let's see what happens.
Yes, I'm waiting for it to unfold. Now, this is the one that really, I kind of like this one. Okay, so Owen goes to Al and apologizes for Lincoln's behavior, and Al saying, look, I don't really care if Lincoln getting on with me. I faced it before. I got through it well. I'm doing well. I can stand up for myself.
But do you believe that?
I don't think he can quite, do it in the way that he's saying that he can do it. I just think, he's hiding something. He's hiding the hurt. He's hiding the fact that his mother was on his case all the time and telling him this and so on, because he mentioned it. If it was okay with him, why would he mention it? Why would he speak about it? That his mother used to give it to him and his mother used to give it, and now he's getting it from Lincoln. So that's water off my back because Lincoln's doing it. At some point, I think he's going to break. I think he's going to come down and say, look, man, I can't really take this anymore. That's my take on it.
But that is also, again, something that happens a lot within society, a lot of societies, and that's why you find the LGBT community has had to come out and say, I am human too.
Yes.
And I have these rights too.
Yes.
And a lot of the times we say, it's special rights. Nah, they're just human too. And they want to be, because unfortunately, persons look at them as less than human because of their sexuality.
I think that's unfortunate too.
And
I think the flesh and blood.
Yeah, it's
they're
just
male,
saying, you know
they
what?
are female.
I am just
It is
like you.
It is just their preference, and I don't think you could slight anyone for their preference.
Yeah.
I mean, the good Lord placed I mean, if you go to the good book, the good Lord placed before you life and death. He placed before you a blessing and a cursing. He told you to choose. Okay, it is a choice whether you want to do good or whether you want to do bad, whether you want to be this way, whether you want to be that way. You are still a human being, and you are still deserving of that kind of dignity, to be treated as a human being. Okay, I for one, I can't see people suffer, and the kind of the organization that I've been in for the last 30 years have taught me to recognize people as human beings, irrespective of your choice.
Yeah, not just your choice, irrespective of your color.
Yes, your color, your
irrespective
creed,
of
your race, your class,
your religion,
everything.
You are human first.
Yes.
And
yes.
that is very, very important for us to understand in this conversation that we're having. Everybody's going to have their personal views and their personal opinions, but that should not supersede the fact that we are all human and should be treated alike.
That's very true, very true. It is now, we've gone just a little bit past our time, and the conversation is so nice, and, we could go on and on and on about it. But I think the questions will be answered when Keisha called, and of course, I don't want to put him on the spot, Mr. Leclerc called. But yes, I think they answered a lot of the questions. What are your thoughts on the episode? What would you say to Eve? But that's the only thing. What would you say to Eve at that point? Some people will say, well, just leave Lincoln on the ground and go on to your business.
But he said that.
Exactly, it's a father. You can't turn around and leave your father there. I mean, despite all, that's your father. Okay, we have a call coming in. I think this will be our final call. Good evening. You are on the air. How are you doing?
Yes, good evening.
Good evening.
How are you, sir?
I am good, nice, great, wonderful, blessed, and all the rest.
Madam, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Madam.
I said I'm good, thank you.
Matita, no, some kind of.
Okay.
Gary, let me tell you something.
Oui.
It is one thing that I stand behind, and nobody can make me say anything against that. God made man and woman.
Okay.
God made a woman for a man.
Okay.
God did not make any man for man. Now you see that old kind of habit, that nasty habit them fellas come in with and say it's their choice to be for man. I will never support that, my brother. A vagina was made for a penis. Penis was made for vagina. Penis was not made for a rare hole.
So while I understand your difference and that is your feeling,
it's not my feeling.
Listen.
It is biblical, my brother.
Listen to me.
Don't come and tell me his feelings.
Hold on. Let's get this in context here. They have a right to choose.
Which right?
Okay?
Right to do what?
Listen to me. The same way you could choose to drink Peter or Carib, or you could go down by Missouri and take a back hot way. The people have a right to choose.
Macari, let me tell you something. A man have a right to be a man. A woman have a right to be a woman.
And
don't
they
tell
still...
me a man have a right to be a woman and a woman have a right to be a man. Nonsense, man. I don't support that.
Of course, you will not support it.
Let me tell you something. If that is how them people think that they should live their life, another southern man tomorrow that is taking place.
Caller, let me ask you.
Listen.
Caller, let me ask you.
Yeah, ask me.
I understand that you have your opinion. Everybody has a right to their opinions and everybody has a right to their choices. What I will ask you now is, do you think that because you are of the opinion that they should not be in love with the people that they're in love with, that they should be discriminated against, they should be disrespected? I have never spoke about
discrimination, my dear.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
I am not racist. I don't discriminate anybody. But I told you, and I will stand to it, no man have a right to say that he is a woman. No woman have a right to say that she is a man. Man for woman, woman for man. Nonsense. I don't accept that. Never, I don't accept that. Because if man was made to be with man, and woman was supposed to be with woman, you would not be sitting on that chair you are there. You would not be using that mic you're using there. You understand? How can two women come forth with a child? How can two male come forth with a child? That is nonsense, my brother.
I understand.
I don't accept that.
Okay,
Okay?
I understand.
And it's high time that you stop talking about that kind of nonsense about they're right. Which right they have? Which right they have? I have 7 children, and they all were born from a woman.
So
you understand?
Okay, so
whatever
okay.
egg that was injected into them, they came forth with a child.
All right. Hold.
You
Let
ever
us
see
pull
a
it.
man push his penis in another man's backside and he get pregnant and come with a child?
Listen.
You gonna tell me right?
Okay, hold on. Again.
That's a fact.
Hold on. You have your right to be upset. We are not saying we're not taking away your right to be upset.
No, we're not.
Okay? We are not taking away your right to be upset. But we are also saying that they have a right as human beings to choose. Hold on. Okay? It is your God-given right to choose whether you're doing right or whether you're doing wrong. Am I right or wrong? Answer the simple question. It is your right to whether you choose you to do right or to do wrong. Am I right or am I wrong?
Yes, so what they're doing, they know is wrong.
Hold on.
Yes, I said yes.
Okay.
But what they're doing, they know is wrong.
Hold on. Whether in your mind they think it is wrong or right, it is still their right to choose. That is all they are saying. It is my right to choose. You can like it, you could not like it, but it is my right to choose.
And caller, that is all
that is all they are saying.
We're saying.
Anyway,
we are not
hung the line. But let me tell you something. If man was made for man, there will not be any kind of multiplication. Mun patakai set. If women was made to be with women, they would not have. So period, I tell you, I don't support that. That is nonsense. Man for man, no. Woman for woman, no. Go forth and multiply. They spoke to Adam and Eve, or man to woman, not woman to woman, and man to man.
Okay,
Don't
sir.
stop. I will never support that.
Okay, sir.
And caller, that is your right to choose to support or to not support. And it is also their right to choose. And we who feel like you, or persons who feel like you, don't have the right to tell them that they should not choose or they should not love the people that they love. It's their right. It's their right to have freedom. It's their right to work. It's their right to love who they want to love. It's their right to live where they want to live. They should not at any time be discriminated against. They should not at any time be disrespected. They should not at any time, because we think that this is not how they should live, that they should be beaten on the road, or that we should castigate them. It's their right. The same way we have rights, they also have the same rights we have. And this is all that we're saying.
Okay.
Whether you support it or not is a different matter altogether. But that does not give anybody the right to stand up against them because they do not support them.
And of course, the definition of human rights, and I believe this comes from the United Nations, and that's a collection of all countries in the world, most of who sign on to the United Nations treaties and rules and laws and so on. Here's the definition. Rights inherent to all human beings. You have a right, okay, to choose regardless of race, sex, nationality, ethnicity, language, religion, or any other status. We have to respect their right to choose. Okay? You don't have to agree with it, but you have to respect them as dignified human beings. That's what they are. Of course, we have to end it here. Of course, we would like to thank Miss Della Ashby for being with us. You are so. And I wish you'd come back next week. We could have a little bit more discourse on this. Yes? Okay? Something that I must tell you. If you see someone doing something that is wrong, it is even worse to do nothing about it. Speak up. And that is, if you see somebody disrespecting somebody's rights, you should speak up against it. Okay? If you see someone doing something that is wrong, it is even worse to do nothing about it. speak up. That's all we have for today on this show. I hope you enjoyed the show and I hope you enjoyed the episode. Tune in next Monday for a beautiful, another great, wonderful, and exciting. I'm sure it's going to be more exciting than so. Another exciting episode of I Write. Good night, everybody.
I Write. St. Lucia's latest radio drama.
This man is making me crazy. I cannot deal with this.
With BFF, I Write.
I just can't with all of these responsibilities.
Every Monday.
I hear the truth. And you perpetuating them kind of nastiness.
St. Lucia's latest hot radio drama.
Are you looking to grow your business? Hitz